Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Man, my song ended right at the perfect time, so that was good. Yeah, usually if you want to get better at chess, you have to donate to my stream. That's what helps most people. Hey Hugo, hey everybody. Karen will be down shortly. Today I decided I wanted to look at some of my old victories, ones that I remember. These are from the 80s, so they're between 30 and 40 years ago, or like 33 and 39 years ago, something like that. 40 years ago? Yeah, 33 to 40 years ago. Yeah, they're from 83 to 89. Also 89. You're so confused. Wow, the truth hurts. You were confused before you came to this stream. Now you're confused about other stuff. Hello. Can't see your name. Yeatenheimer. It's a funny name. Is that Dutch? Hi from Munich. What? Somebody's watching from Bavaria? I am pretty in pink. That is correct. This is one of the shirts Karen got me for my birthday. I went to a psychiatrist yesterday for the first time, seeing this psychiatrist. And mainly we talked about Anand, because she's Indian. And she's like, what do you do? And I say, I play chess. I'm a grandmaster. Oh, we have a very famous chess player in India named Vishy Anand. I said, yeah, I'm friends with him. And her kids actually went to kid chess and so forth. When you used to get your high drinking Perrier, like watching a baby rattler sucking on a coyote's teat. The truth hurts. So I know more about Anand now, or she does, something. I was born in the 80s, but I did not play chess. What? You didn't play since you were born? Terrible. Yay, Dark Rash 1 gave 100 and some bits. Maybe like 130. I don't know. I don't know what that is. 10, about 180, I guess. Je suis très mort. Oh, he gifted a sub to Dark Rash. You're already better. You gifted subs, or you gifted bits. So now you're better. Do you know Kenneth Rogoff? Of course. We're grandmasters. We're like that, son. He used to work under me at the IMF, but then I quit because it's all politics there. I'm an economist, actually. Good for you. Do you know Nate Solin's dad, Gary Solon? Solon. Taught economics at Michigan State in Michigan. He wrote a paper explaining, this is 30 years ago, explaining that people are rich because they're born rich, not because they work hard. And I was like, duh. He said it was an important paper that people thought the opposite. What? Who thought that? Who thought people got rich by working hard? What? Ridiculous. Do you know Kevin Spraggett? I do not know his website, but I know him. I enjoyed your great players of the past. Ginger GM Simon Williams video. Yeah, it's so sad he went so early. There was a 1980s. It came right after the 70s, which you probably also didn't know about. Then there was the 60s when I was born. I was born in 69, just so I could say 69. That's why. I was born in the 70s. I don't know what I would say. Terrible. Me and Vishy are like that, son. I'm 3 months older than Anand, so I'm 3 months wiser or something. I also had big shoulder pads. Yeah. We all did. Go Hype Train, you're close. My birthday was 2 days ago, so don't forget to donate, for belated birthday present. Somebody posted my game with Magnus, but it was deleted. They're banned. Wake me up when September something. Dr. Turnus gave 100 bits. Dr. Turnus. Oh. And he started the Hype Train. All right, everybody give 1 million subs. Get that Hype Train up. You'll get things, emotes or something, emoticons, I don't know. Something good will happen. Wow, 48% level 1. That's the lowest we've ever started. We only have up to go. It's the only way. Dr. Zayas. Oh, Dr. Zayas. Yay, Goblin is here. Subscribed. Good. Now we're at 79%. Man, the Lions beat the Chiefs last night. The Chiefs were cheating the whole game, so that was good. And then the same guy dropped every pass. So it was almost like they lost on purpose. Packers, Bears, God, talk about two terrible teams. The final score is 0-0 after overtime. Are the Packers and the Bears the two worst teams in the NFL? Oh, I forgot about Houston. Sorry. My bad. Go Packers, I guess. Man, there's going to be a lot of interceptions that game. And two terrible quarterbacks. Yeah. Harsh. Yeah, the Falcons are probably worse than the Packers and the Bears. God damn. I forgot about the Falcons. I tried to forget them. Usually they're flying high. It's Karen, I assume. Ooh, she's probably bringing me down coffee because she went so slowly.
No, I was
I'm kidding.
adjusting my earbud.
Just kidding.
How's it going?
The Falcons Stadium food is cheap. Well, that sounds good. Cake is all gone. We're in the middle of a hype train, but we're at level 1. So it's not looking good.
Mm-hmm. I think we got more room now.
Yeah, we look good. What color would you say this is? It seems like you take white and pink and you mix them. They thought it was pink there.
It's pink.
It's like a light pink.
You know.
What?
Get some.
Oh, I spilled food everywhere. I tried to wipe it off.
Aw.
Honking Antelope gave 5 subs.
It's gonna stain.
I prefer the Twitter handle Big Honking Caboose because that's funny. But Honking Antelope is good.
It's pink, but I don't know. I mean, in this light, it looks lilac. We'll call it.
99 viewers.
Which is more like a pink purple, but I think it's more pink than purple.
It's like white and a red shirt in the laundry. That's right. Lilac and gooseberries. Misspelling gooseberries.
Karen, did you have any bigger shoulder pads in the 80s?
My games are all from the 80s.
I mean, I never liked shoulder pads too much. I had a jacket that was like a crushed burgundy color. Man, it was hideous. Had some pads.
Thanks for the support, everybody. We've never actually gotten to level 3. Hey, it's Holden.
Holden's calling me. I'm just going to ignore it. I'll call him later.
Yeah, it's his birthday in 10 days. He wants stuff for his birthday.
He's getting a college education.
Oh, snap.
That's about it. Then get out.
Go, hype train. You're the hypiest. Everybody's just chatting. Nemsko, Botez live.
Well, theirs always says just chatting, but it could be something else.
Yeah, this one said poker. I'm like, oh, and I changed it to chess just in time. I mean, I started the stream first, then I noticed.
Yeah, I was going to stream poker again, and then when I sent you those messages, I got some layouts ready, and because I was playing poker and trying to get my scenes ready, it just was too late. And then I got right on the bubble with one of my tournaments, but then I busted out, so I didn't win any money. Jeff Boski was at my table for a long time, and I doubled. He helped me double.
I did see about Hansa's scholarship.
What happened?
Hansa's giving a scholarship to young players of $10,000 total.
Wow. Where did he get? How does he have money?
Maybe it's an April Fool's joke. He doesn't know what the date is.
Boski was at your table today. In my tournament, which was the Boski, his chips just went up and down, up and down. Very volatile.
Yeah, these are my games from the 80s, not actually good games from the 80s. These are just games that I played 40 years ago.
I was only in one pot with him, and that was one where I doubled. The other time, he folded or I folded. You don't know anything about him? Well, he's a streamer and an ACR pro. I don't know much about him either, really.
I've never heard of Tybee, but probably Karen has.
Tybee Island?
It's in Georgia because he said we live in a gorgeous state.
Yeah. I've been to, I think I went to St. Simon's. Those are right next to each other. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was Tybee. I went to one of them.
I've never been to Savannah or Tybee or any city you could name. Macon. I was in that place once. What's the one where the Georgia is?
I don't know.
Athens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in Athens once when we dropped off Holden.
Yeah, Jeff Boski's good.
Okay, we need some help for the hype train here. Who's gifting 4 subs in the next 20 seconds?
I think he specializes more in those lower price tournaments. But yeah, he's an ACR pro, and their pros are pretty good. I played with one of their pros, Ana Marquez, this summer in Las Vegas in the ladies tournament. She was so much fun, and she was pretty good.
It's funny, REM, the members actually play chess of the band, and they were asking, where's Ben, when I showed up in Athens. You know what the response was? I said, that's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. All right, you guys are the worst. Thanks for donating. Level 3 is actually better than usual.
Hey, VZDJ88.
Okay, so what? Everybody's challenging me. Decline all. Okay, so the first game is against Tom Szcypka. His name is hard to say or pronounce or spell, so he's pretty good. And all these games that I'm showing you today, my rating was between FIDE 2200 to 2400. Although my FIDE rating now is 2400, so the truth hurts. Okay, so I'm white. This was played in 1985 at the Motor City Open. He tried to play a Benoni or Benko, but I played knight f3. I don't play anymore. Now we transpose into a symmetrical English. Still theory. Yeah, e5 is known to be bad. Typically, black plays either e6 or g6 here. e5, I've never seen anybody good play. Okay, so I played knight b5. I want to play knight d6 check. And he played d6. So if this pawn was here and this pawn was here, or if this pawn was here and this pawn was here, same thing, this would be a Sveshnikov Sicilian. Okay, but it's not. So it's very hard for black to play b5 or d5 because my pawn on c4 is controlling that. And usually the pawn is here in a Sicilian. So this is better version for white. Okay, I played knight d5. The engine isn't a big fan of that move, but it says that white's still better. He took. I took. Now he made several mistakes. So the game didn't last very long.
Man. All right,
Maybe it's Morse code. Maybe he's asking for something.
I text him.
You think they can hear it in the people watching the stream?
I don't know.
There's a lot of noise from upstairs. It sounds like Morse code to me.
He probably doesn't even know he's doing it. He's just tapping while he's doing it.
Could be the dogs.
I'll probably have to go up.
Okay, so there's a... I stopped.
Oh, yeah, he saw it.
Okay, so if you're a low-rated player, and if you're watching the stream you are, there's a mistake that you make all the time. And you're going to keep making it after I tell you because your rating's still low. So it's not like I'm going to help you. Okay, and that thing is you don't like to move pieces away that are attacked. Okay, this is a very bad mistake to make. So in this position, black should move his knight away. The engine says knight b8. The other move you could make is a6, which is also okay, but that'll just further you guys from not moving your knight away. My opponent played queen a5 check, and I played knight c3. And now he should move his knight to safety. So knight b8 is still the best move. And basically you're trying to reconnoiter your knight to c5, because c5 is a good square for the knight. So you go knight here, knight here, knight here. And you don't want your queen here, because I'll fork you later. Okay, but he played knight d4 because it looks good. It's not good, but it looks good. Okay, so I just kick it. My pawn was on e4. Knight d4 might be the right move, but my pawn's on e2, so I kicked his knight. And now he must play knight f5. And now I play bishop b5 check, and he must move his king. And he didn't move his king. So he played the second worst legal move, which is okay. There's only 4 legal moves. Queen takes is the worst legal move. But after bishop d7, after bishop takes, his king and knight are lined up on a diagonal. So that's bad. So he should play king d8 or king e7. Then his game is terrible because he moved his king in the opening for no particular reason, just because he played badly. But he played bishop d7. He's rated about 1950. This game was played like 38 years ago. Okay, and we traded, and I played the obvious move. Karen?
Say obvious move. It's not obvious to me.
Even Bonarici got it. I've never seen Bonarici get anything.
Maybe e4.
Close. E4's coming, but not yet.
Castle.
See how the king and knight are lined up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can take advantage of that.
Well, I mean, I don't see how moving the queen over there would help.
There you go. Move the queen over here.
I looked at that, but I thought they could just go g6.
Yeah, but I said we're going to play e4 later when you suggested e4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he played g6, and I played e4. Now, it looks like he's losing his knight. But he played a tricky move, and he's still losing his knight.
What's that?
One drive isn't assigned to... Okay, so he played queen b4. Mm-hmm. Now, if I take his knight, he takes my queen. Now, if I protect my queen, let's say h3, that protects my queen.
Yeah.
Then he plays h5, and my queen can't maintain the pin.
Yeah, I saw that already.
Okay, so what should I play in this position?
I guess queen h3.
That's right. Yeah, I played queen h3, and he resigned. Yay, go Ben. Karen is thinking trips. That's right. Right, so he resigned here. And against Bonarici's move, I would play the same. I would play queen h3. C'est la même chose. So that was good. I beat a 1915 moves. And not because I'm good. I didn't do anything good. He just, he moved his king up. And, terrible. I remember that game because before the game, my opponent told me he was in the world record book for allowing the most goals in a hockey game. He was the goalie, and he allowed over 100. And he claimed he played well. He said he blocked a lot of shots, too. He didn't think much of his teammates. So, yeah, I still can't spell his name.
That's a good game.
No matter how many times I look at his name and try to memorize it, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. That's hard to...
SZCZYPKA. Those letters don't go together. What? Do you speak French? Non. C'est pas possible. Je ne parle pas français. Well, obviously it's a Polish name. There's just a lot of random letters. Frankly. This game looks like 80% of Sam Shanklin wins. Sam Shanklin can beat players rated 1900. That's true. Okay, I hate to admit it. Okay, the next game I have black. So we'll flip the board, but I did it wrong.
Yeah, it's a little bit too loud. Like when you go into lecture mode.
Eh.
Like when you're talking to chat, it's like normal volume. When you lecture, it's like Dave Vest volume.
Yeah, that's good. You can hear me.
It hurts my ears.
Yeah, the truth hurts. Okay, now I'm highlighting this message. Today I won a game. Do you think I could be a GM? Absolutely not. 0% chance.
Stenched chest.
I would say less than 0, but Holden said I can't say that.
Karen is getting hearing loss. Maybe.
Turn it up. Hi, Stench Chess. The only way you could be a GM is if you were already a GM, which you're not.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to do it. I mean, if you've got some titles already.
It's polite to say pardon. What are you, Yasser Sarawan? Okay, so I have black against Dr. Levine or Levine. Although he's not a doctor. His name was Howard. Okay, he's about 2,000. Maybe he's a little higher than that. Okay, I played the French because I always play the French. This game was played in the Westland Southeast Michigan Open in 1985. Okay, he played the Tarash variation. Now, I played the Guillemard, named after your favorite grandmaster, Carlos Guillemard. Mm-hmm. What move is that?
No clue. Guillemard. I like the name of it, though.
I was either 15 or 16. That's why it says the games are from the 80s. Good job, Onarichi. Okay, so I played knight c6. That attacks the pawn on d4. And this is the Guillemard variation. He played knight f3, and then I attacked his pawn on e4. Played e5, and I always retreated. So Bob Seeger approved of this game because all of our moves are knight moves. And I also drove to the tournament in my 60 Chevy. except for one thing. Okay, so he played knight b3. That's one of the main moves. I played a5 ostensibly to play a4. He played bishop f4, which is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That move is nonsensical. Bishop's terrible on f4. Okay, so typically white would play a4 here. Okay, so I played a4. Then I played a little trick. It's not really a trick, it's just a trick. I played bishop b4 check, and when he played the obvious c3, which he didn't do, if he plays the obvious c3, now I play a3, confusing the audience. The engine actually prefers white here. It wants to let me take this knight and then take the bishop. Okay, but he played bishop d2. And I played f6. Always play f6. In the Guillemard, you often play f6, attacking the e5 pawn, which is actually standard practice in a lot of Frenches. He played bishop b5. Engine not approved. I took, he took back. And then I took on e5. And he took back. So I've destroyed his center. And now I castle. And I'm threatening his e-pawn. Notice I can't take his e-pawn because my knights are pinned. So whichever knight I use to capture the e-pawn, my other knight is pinned.
How's it going, Joe?
You see what I'm saying? No,
you
don't see what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
What?
I even saw it.
They don't. So I castle. Now I'm threatening the e5 pawn because I said so. So he played knight d3. And in this position, the engine wants me to play rook takes f3, which in a blitz game, I would play now without thinking. Always sack the exchange. But this was a long time ago. Okay, so I played knight a7. And the idea is, if he plays bishop takes, I can play b5, c5, c4. And so that's... It still says he should play bishop takes. Oh, it says after bishop takes, it says bishop takes, here, here, here. He can play knight f4, threatening this. And then when I defend it, he can play c3, getting his bishop out. So he should play bishop takes a4. Okay, but he played bishop takes d7. I took back. He played knight c5. I kicked his knight. His knight made a lot of moves. He played knight d2, knight b3, knight c1, knight d3, knight c5, and now he's trading on d7. So his game is terrible here because I have a nice center and his pawn is stuck here and I have the open f file and he doesn't have any counterplay. So the engine already says I'm up 0.7. He castled. I got my nice center. Played rook e1. I played rook f5. I'm going to double up on the bubble up. He played rook e4. This is another move that low-rated players like. So if you're low-rated, you're like, wow, rook e4, that's great. If you're super low-rated, you just think the rook's hanging. Okay, but if you're normal low-rated, like most of you, you're like, rook e4, you can't take it. That's great. Okay, but rook here is terrible. Now in this position, I played the obvious move, but the engine wants me to play a crazy move. Okay, but I was only 2240 at the time, so give me a break. The engine wants me to play knight d4, confusing the audience. It says that's tactically winning. Confusing. If he plays knight takes to take my rook, then his knight's pinned. Okay, so I played queen f7. Now I'm threatening to take his rook. And he moved his rook back to e2, showing how good his rook e4 was. Okay, I tripled up on... Oh, I thought I played rook f8. I played queen h5.
So go back to the tech. So why you can't take with the pawn?
Mm-hmm. Then I take the rook. I couldn't take the rook before because my queen was hanging.
Oh, okay.
That's why I played knight d4, to come up the works. Now he's down the exchange and he's going to lose his whole center.
Okay.
Okay, so I played queen h5. Now I have a lot of guys on his e-pawn.
Take the pawn, the knight.
He played here. I tripled up on the bubble up. He played queen c2. I mean, like, I'd be playing rook takes knight all day, like now. But I played rook f4. He played b3 because b3 has a lot to do with the position. Okay, like we need to add the term non sequitur to chess games when people make moves that have nothing to do with the position.
Well, what would be a better move?
Any move. Ugh. Well, he could move his knight, so I can't sack the exchange and win immediately. He could play rook e3. That would defend some more, too. Could play h3, stopping rook g4, queen g4, getting a square for his king. b3, that doesn't do nothing. All right, so I tripled up on the double up, bubble up. He played c4. And finally, when it was 100% obvious what to do, then I did it. I finally sacked the exchange, which I should have done every move. The reason it's better now is he gave away d4. C4 gives away d4, so now it's pretty obvious that if he takes, knight d4 is winning. Although it turns out rook here check is mate in 2, because king here mate and king here mate. So I should have always sacked the exchange, but I finally did. He took on d5. I played knight d4. So now I'm a piece up, and I'm forking all of his pieces. He played queen e4. I played rook f4.
You don't need to wait on me. I'm going to do stuff during the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So you can proceed.
That was a Blazing Saddles joke the way I looked at it. But, all right. He played queen d3. And now I finally played a good sacrifice. Obviously, I could just take the rook and win, be a rook up. But I played knight f3 check, which is better. Now the engine says he should take with the queen. He took. I played check. Now if he plays king f1, I play mate. So he played king h1. Now I made my worst move of the game. I played rook h4, and then he resigned. Because I have mate next move.
Yeah.
What should I have played?
Oh, yeah, you could just say queen h2
Mm-hmm.
and rook h4.
Terrible. But I played rook h4, then he resigned.
Now, I'm sorry, how old did you say you were?
15.
15.
And the problem is, rook h4 is a blunder because he can play queen h7 check and stave off mate for an extra move. Although he did resign. That was a pretty one-sided game, even though I didn't play very well.
I enjoyed the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Well, that's because it was a French and black won. You were like, go French.
And it's more like games that I might get involved in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, you're better, but I'm just saying.
Okay, the next game was played in 87, so I was probably 17. And this was played in the East Detroit Championship Michigan Masters Experts. Well, it's actually the Michigan Masters Experts, and it was in East Detroit. This game was so violent that East Detroit changed their name to East Point. And also East Point is one word, and it has an E at the end. They didn't want like Detroit as part of their name. No, I could play rook. I could play queen takes h7 too, and I'll take with the king. I like what you wrote better than maybe. It was all kinds of letters. That was cute.
Yeah.
Now I won a game with 52% accuracy. I am no point. What is East Point? It's a city in Michigan. It's a suburb of Detroit. Okay, now this game I'm playing Gary Kitts, who's a 2000 player. And also in the past, possibly during this game, he was the president of the Michigan Chess Association. Okay, and he's a 2000 player. And he played the Grunfeld. And I used to play the Russian variation, but then when I got older, I slowed down. no longer Russian.
It's like 80s greatest hits.
Okay, so the Russian variation, which I'm sure you know,
Just saw
is
that.
knight f3 and then queen b3, attacking the pawn on d5. All right, for several $1 trillion, what's the most famous game played in the Russian variation, which also got to this position?
The most famous game.
Let's see if anybody in the chat
How
knows.
many moves were there?
It was a rook and pawn ending. It was a lot of moves. It was a journey.
I don't know.
Let's see if anybody in the chat knows. I'll give you a hint. They were both world champions, although one wasn't world champion yet. Botvinnik Fischer is correct, Abdul Rahman. Good job.
Nice, Abdul.
The only game they played. C.L. Smith was close. Carlson Hans. Okay. Now in this position, black has many moves that are theory. A6, knight c6, bishop g4, and knight fd7, and c6, all theory. My opponent played a6. That's probably the best move. Black wants to play b5. I played e5 attacking his knight, and he saw it. And then I played bishop e3 bolstering my center. He played knight b6, which is not in the spirit of a6. The spirit of a6 is to play b5. So knight b6 is not, that's not so good. Okay, I played queen c5, just like Botvinnik did against Fischer, but different variation. Played knight c6. I played rook d1, so I really got a nice center here. He played bishop g4. The engine doesn't like that. The engine prefers bishop f5. I played bishop e2. Black is very passive. Played h5. That's a terrible move because it weakens his king, and it traps his bishop a little bit. But most importantly, it weakens the g5 square, so I have access to g5 with my bishop and my knight. So I got the two bishops, and he said what else? And he played bishop f5, not wanting to give up the two bishops. And I played knight g5 for several reasons. One is the knight is good on g5. He can't kick it. And now I can play g4 and kick his bishop and attack on the king side. Okay, and now he played queen d7, which is not good. I played f4. I want to play d5 because that looks good, but then my pawn would be hanging. Now that I've played f4, my pawn would not be hanging. He played rook d8. I played d5. He retreated like a Frenchman. And now I played more aggressively when I was a kid. Then I played g4. Yeah, the engine says I'm +4. Okay, so he took everything. And then I played the winning move. White to play and win.
Let's see.
Botvinnik Fischer was a draw. That was the only game they ever played.
Oh no.
Keep looking.
Keep looking.
The chat, most of the chat got it. Abdul Rahman's answer is like a joke.
No, I mean I'm gonna get it.
No, I mean, I think like he's kidding. He never kids with his answers.
Let's see.
Abdul Rahman, your move is so bad, I think it gave me cancer.
Oh,
Even if you weren't kidding, just say you were kidding.
wait a minute. Let's see. I don't know what the follow-on moves, but that looks pretty good.
You have to donate 5 subs because of your answer.
There.
I am kidding, obviously.
So I think it's E6.
Correct.
Yeah. Because, yeah.
And by the way, you ready for this? Mm-hmm. What's that tactic called? What's the name of that? What chapter would it be in a tactics book?
I don't know. Let's see.
Well, I wouldn't call it that, C.L. Smith, although it makes sense. It's definitely not a fork. It's not en passant. En passant? What?
Oh,
Breakthrough? Man, you guys are all the worst. You guys haven't donated enough.
I don't know. I was thinking of different things.
There you go, Carnivorous Knight.
It's not a clearance sacrifice. It's not an interference.
Interference.
Doesn't look like interference to me.
Yeah, I'm interfering with the queen and the bishop. The queen's defending the bishop. That interferes.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew it was interference. Blockage like Taco Bell. What? Okay, now here's what's funny about this. The engine wants him to give up his queen to pawn takes queen. It says bishop takes bishop, pawn takes queen is the best he can do. Then it says I'm +5. Mm-hmm. But he took the pawn, and I took his bishop. Now, not only is he down a bishop, which he is, but this is going to be really annoying. Mm-hmm. I mean, really annoying.
Now we got that fork coming in.
Yeah, so he resigned.
Oh.
And he was over 2,000. That was 20 moves, though.
You know, Bonarici, I've seen all these games, I'm sure. I don't remember games that well, and I'm not going to remember them.
All these guys are 2,000-esque, except the ones that are higher.
I'm just not going to remember them.
Okay, next game is from the U.S. Junior Championship in 1987. So I was definitely 17 because the U.S. Junior is always in June or July. So definitely 17. And this is again against Burt Izumikawa, who was about 22, 30 USCF. And he quit chess shortly thereafter. He was a junior.
That's what I'm saying, quadruple. I mean, the better you get at chess, the better you're going to remember games. Well, I'm not very good at chess, so guess what? I don't remember games very well.
Now, let me ask you about poker hands you played years ago. So you might remember that.
No, I mean, I'm starting to remember my poker hands better, but I still can't remember all the details.
Look, it was a long time ago when you had a straight flush.
But I mean, I you know, as I get better, I guess I'm going to remember things more.
Yeah, in 87, I was in FM. My FIDE rating this game was 2345. Mm-hmm. My FIDE rating now is 2400, so it's about the same strength.
That's not the same thing, Bonarici, and I probably wouldn't remember who was at a party 15 years ago.
You would or wouldn't?
Wouldn't.
Oh.
But it's not the same thing as remembering chess.
Remembering chess is easy. Comedy's hard.
I'm not sure what your point is. It's not the same thing. I can remember my family's names. There are things that I'm going to remember.
I can't.
You know, better than chess because I'm not very good at chess. So it's difficult.
Oh, okay. So I'm laying in bed 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And I can't sleep always, so I'm always thinking about nonsense. Usually negative stuff. But this was different. I was thinking about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking the names of the characters. Okay?
Yeah.
Like their character names. And I was like, Frank? And then I gave up. Okay? So I'm like, well, okay, wait, I know all their names. And the reason I was thinking was I told you that Mac was on Law and Order.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, Frank. And then I'm like, okay, what's her name? And I finally got D because I like Sweet D. Okay, D.
Sweet D.
And then I was like, who's the guy? And I'm like, oh, I figured them all out. Like, oh, Dennis. Then I'm like, Charlie. I know Charlie because Charlie's his real name. So you got them both. And then I was like, Mac, that's it. So I actually got them all. But like, after I did Frank for
Charlotte
like 10
Chess
seconds,
Center.
I didn't know who the other 4 were. Or 3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Charlotte Chess Center.
I guess there's 4 more. Yay, Charlotte Chess Center. Welcome, Ben and Karen. You're welcoming us to our stream?
You can't remember lyrics, Bonarici? I mean, I remember some.
I mean, I got Rickety Cricket.
Hey, Made in China. Made in China. What's everybody up to this weekend?
So
Charlotte?
the grand jury that indicted 19 people in Georgia,
Yes.
there was a grand jury before them.
Yes.
And they met for 8 months. And they were deciding who we're going to indict.
I saw that.
And they decided to indict everybody, like millions of people. Okay, like 45 people.
But Lindsey Graham escaped.
Right, and 3 of them were Lindsey Graham
Yeah.
and the ones who used to be senators, the Georgia senators. They're not senators anymore. Loeffler and I forgot the guy's name.
I don't think she was. She might have been a state.
No, she was a U.S. senator.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that.
she lost the. Yeah, she was appointed by the
she was
governor
appointed. She was
because
appointed.
something happened. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she wasn't elected.
It was like the Georgia senator got some cabinet position or something.
Yeah. I agree
Purdue,
with that.
thank you, Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah, and they asked Fannie Willis, why didn't you indict Purdue? And she said she was chicken.
Man, we had to sit through all that for that.
No, I just made that up at the end. I was just telling you like a true story, and then I was like, wait, that's a good joke.
I did see that article, but it sounds like she just didn't have enough on Lindsey Graham.
Bonarici didn't get the joke that Purdue is chicken? What's wrong with you? I'm a
Purdue
vegan and I
chicken?
get it. What?
Purdue chicken?
Terrible. I should have said they wanted to indict Mike Tyson, but they were chicken.
He is from that family too, isn't he?
I don't know.
David Purdue.
How can that be? That's too funny.
I can't wait. When is the trial?
Who knows? There's a lot of trials.
The one in
One of
Georgia.
the one's going to start in October, but Trump won't be part of that.
Oh.
The Trump one might start in March.
I thought she was trying everybody at the same time.
Yeah, but they're not going to try Trump in October. He's going to want months for a defense.
I heard March. I did hear March.
Right, but the 2 people wanted a quick trial, so they're getting in October. And then they tried to sever their trials, and the judge said no. Mm-hmm. So they'll be tried together. It's the crazy lawyer woman, and then this crazy guy.
I forgot some of their names.
Sidney Powell. I never heard of the other guy. I think Chesborough.
Yeah.
Sidney Powell. Now look, I'm not insulting the way she looks. Now I'm going to insult the way she looks.
Thank you, Lawful Waffle.
She's not like ugly.
I am always innocent.
She's ugly. Okay, but she looks weird. Like she looks like there's an android and they made a human out of it. She doesn't look right. Sidney Powell. She looks really strange.
I remember that vanilla dude. And for some reason, I remember his middle initial. I think it was V. Eugene V. Debs, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I do remember that from school a long time ago. I could be wrong about the V. I think it was V.
No, she just looks weird. There's something wrong with the way she looks.
She did look weird in the pictures.
Maybe she gets a lot of plastic surgery. Maybe you're right.
No, she just made fun. She had a funny mugshot.
Also, when Sidney Powell talks, this is before all this happened, she doesn't move. Like when I talk, I'm like, rawr. Okay. She's like, and then this happened, and then this happened. She doesn't move anything.
I don't move much. Everybody's always asking
Hey, you
me.
moved.
I don't, I'm very
Hey, there you go.
calm. Man, that thumping again.
Incorrect, Bonarici.
Let me text.
Hmm?
Well, he's thumping again.
Oh.
No, he stopped. Maybe you remembered.
And you misspelled hung and MAGA.
Where are we reading Hong and MAGA?
Bonarici said Trump won't get convicted. Although he misspelled Trump.
Oh.
And he misspelled MAGA and he misspelled hung. So I don't know if I believe him.
What's that quote you always like about they was hung?
They said you was hung, and they was right.
That's it. Where's that, Blazing Saddles? Yeah.
Your favorite movie.
It was a good movie. It's not my favorite, but...
Okay, now this game is against Burt Izumikawa in the 87 U.S. Junior Championship. Now the U.S. Junior Championship is a stronger tournament. Okay, so we transpose to a QGD. This is all in my Chessable course. This is still my Chessable course. Okay, so I play this because it was played in the 84 match between Karpov and Kasparov. Karpov played queen d2, so I played this for many years. Do you know what move I recommend in my Chessable course?
Instead of queen d2?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't seen the course.
What? You can't tell them that.
So yeah, I don't know. Bishop e2.
Rook c1.
Oh.
That's the main move. Okay, so queen d2, and the point of queen d2 is to make it difficult for black to play c5 and e5 because I'm going to play rook d1. But he immediately took. If he plays knight d7, he's hanging his pawn on d5. So he took and played knight d7. Now he wants to play e5 or c5. We don't know yet. Okay, now you play rook d1. Now he actually can play c5. I think he can play e5. Yeah, he did play e5. But he can play either one. Okay, he played e5. Now, what's funny is, in this position, I can play bishop takes f7 check, which I think I've done before. Now, before I play bishop f7, which the engine says is better for white, let me explain. If I just start taking everything, take, I win. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he doesn't do that. Instead of playing bishop takes knight, he plays this intermezzo, and then he takes the knight. Okay. So if I play bishop f7 check, that does two things. If he takes with the king, now knight takes his check, so he can't play queen takes queen, and then I'm a pawn up. Or I'm up the exchange and a pawn, I mean. That's what I meant. Okay. And if he plays rook takes f7, now his knight's pinned. And if his bishop moves away, I play e6, winning my piece back. I'm a pawn up. Okay. Now, what he can do is play king takes and then bishop e7. Okay, and then the engine says queen d5 check wins, and then e6. Yeah, I'm definitely winning here. This is terrible for him. Okay, so I should have played bishop f7 check, but I played d5. I was a positional player when I was 17. Knight's coming e4. Okay, he played rook e8. I played knight e4. He played a6, which isn't very good. And then I played d6. Oh, no, I played bishop b3. That's the move I was really proud of, bishop b3, because he wants to play knight b6 attacking my bishop. So my bishop's safe here. Then he played knight b6, and then I played d6 with a strong advantage. Now he made a mistake. He should ignore that pawn and play bishop f5. But he took, knight takes, threatening his rook. Can't play rook e6 because my bishop's here. And my knight and my bishop are threatening f7. So he played rook e7. I finally castled. Played bishop g4. I played queen b4. And now his next move doesn't make any sense, but it's forced. Notice how I'm threatening his bishop. But more importantly, I unleashed the latent potential of my rook on his queen. So he played bishop d7 so that I couldn't do that. Make a knight move and attack his queen. Okay, now I made the best move. Which is funny, because if I was playing a blitz game now, I would probably play knight takes b7, because that wins a pawn. But I played a better move. I played knight e4, because I want to take this bishop and destroy his pawn structure. It's very hard for him to not let me take his bishop and mess his pawn structure up. So he played a5, which is actually the engine move. I took, he took, and I played queen e4, which is also the engine move. And now he played 7 question mark move. However, it's not that bad because the engine says I'm up 3.6 here. So strategically, he's incredibly lost. So the fact that he made a blunder, it didn't really hurt his chances. He was going to lose anyway. But he played a4 attacking my bishop. White's a play and win immediately.
Yeah, I have a question about a past move, but we can do this.
We can go
first.
back.
No, let's just go.
All right.
Wait a minute. Let's see. You said white to move and then immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Queen G6.
Correct. So I was plus 3.5. Now I'm plus 10. Because I take all his pawns with check and I mate him and stuff. So he resigned here. This move is actually made in 4. And this move I'm plus 11. The way to mate in 4 after here is queen h7. Threatening queen here mate. And you can't play rook e8 because queen here's mate. So you have to play rook here. And now I play this slow move. Now I'm threatening queen check and knight f5 mate. And you can't move your rook because queen f7's mate. So there's nothing you can do about queen check, knight f5 mate. You have no defense. Truth hurts. And funnily enough, I could play knight f5 first and then play queen h8 mate. Still can't stop it. Okay, but he resigned.
So when you moved the knight
to e4?
Yeah. And you said there wasn't anything they could do. I was just wondering if they retreated the rook. No.
Rook e8 exclam. Right. Now if I take this, and you take with a, if you take with a pawn, then you didn't help. If you take with a queen, I have this fork.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that.
So you still have to take with a pawn. So yeah, he's in trouble here. But he got good counterplay on the queen side. He played a6, a5, you know, that was good. Yeah, that guy was 22 something. But I was good when I was 17. I'm winning strategically and tactically. And it was only 21 moves.
Knight to Chad 5.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't have played queen h7. I would have taken this with check. There's no way I would have played queen h7. Then he goes. Then this is mate. So he would go here. Then I would do it again. Then he would go here. Then I would do this. And then it says I'm plus 6.5. No way I'm playing queen h7. I wouldn't see that. I would just take all these pawns with check and this pawn and this and mate. Yeah. Playing queen g6 check twice is fun. So I would have done that. Okay, next game is against Joseph Waxman. Now, this game was played in 1987 also at the U.S. Open. Not to be confused with the U.S. Championship. The U.S. Open's an open tournament you can play in. The U.S. Championship you would be barred from. If you tried to walk in, they would have security throw you out. Okay, U.S. Open, you go in. Security would still throw you out, but that's not for chess reasons. Okay, now, this game I won in 19 moves. My opponent's rating was 22-37. Now, let's ask Karen some important questions. Where was the U.S. Open in 1987?
1987? Michigan?
No, Portland, Oregon. We drove there and drove back. Man, that was a crazy road trip. Okay, the next question is, Joey Waxman went with me really far away once. We went together. Where did we go? Really far away.
I'm not going to know.
Soviet Russia. We went to Moscow in 84 for the Moscow Chess Seminar. We were on the plane together, all the planes, several planes. Yeah, we were the two Americans. Okay, now this game he got waxed. Okay, so it was a queen c2 Nimzo, if I remember correctly. Okay, and he played castles. Okay, now he made a mistake. Oh no, c5 is right. I thought he played b6. Yeah, this is all fine. e4, I was more aggressive when I was 17. Now, at the 87 U.S. Open, b6 is a mistake here. At the 87 U.S. Open, here's what happened. Okay, this is a long story you've never heard. I've told this story too. Okay, so in round 10, I'm going to say, or 11, 10, 11, Walter Brown got paired with Lev Albert. They were tied for first. And Walter Brown got black. And Walter Brown said, I can't have black. I have black my last two games. And it says in the rule book, you can't have 3 blacks in a row. And they said, we know. It doesn't say that now, but it used to say that. They said, we know, but your opponent also had 2 blacks in a row, so he can't get black. But you two have the only good scores. Nobody else is in your score group. So we're just pairing you and you have black. And he said, I played the game under protest. And he got crushed. Brown got crushed. Okay. It was round 11. So then this is the U.S. Open. So everybody from the USCF is there. And they had an emergency meeting of the executive board. And they ruled Brown is right. Brown couldn't have black. Pairing was illegal. So I got paired with Brown the next round. Brown got white, luckily. And the game ended in a draw. And when the tournament ended, they said to Brown, we're going to give, this is true. It sounds like I'm making it up because it's so crazy. They said, for prize purposes, we're giving you 3/4 of a point for that game. So you come in second. Albert's first, you're second. And they said, and to punish the USCF policy board decided they wouldn't take the second prize out of the prize fund. They would just say, you get second prize, which was $2,000. Here's $2,000. Okay. And then he's like, okay. Then the people who also got less points than Brown, because he got 3/4 of a point, they tied for second. So it cost the USCF $2,000.
Right.
Their mistake.
I do care, just inconclusive.
3/4 of a point. Brown is the only person I know who's ever played a game, the game ended, then he had the result of the game changed. And in both rounds after that, I played him. In Reno, he had rook and knight against rook and pawn. And his opponent claimed a draw by insufficient losing material, and the director agreed. This was like at midnight, and then at like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, Goichberg woke up. He was the director, and he said, what? That's a crazy ruling. He must continue the game. So they found the guy and said, the game's not a draw, you have to keep playing. And he said, okay, and then Brown beat him.
Oh.
Then I played Brown in the last round, and Brown crushed me.
So, but how can you get 3/4 of a point? But that was just for prize purposes.
They just deemed for prizes he gets 3/4 of a point.
Okay, but not for rating.
So they said, right. So they said, you get 9 3/4 points, you come in second. The people who got 9.5, they tied for second. They didn't take the money out of the prize fund. They just gave him the prize he would have got if he had 9 3/4. Brown liked getting 3/4 of a point after he lost. He thought that was reasonable. So, okay, and that happened in this tournament. Also in this tournament, Arthur Dake was the special guest because he lives in Portland, and he was 1,000,000 years old. And I played Dake in this tournament. Like, Dake has played out Alekhine and Irva and Capablanca, and I played him in 87. And the game ended in a draw. And they had a thing in his honor, like a banquet, and he stood up at the banquet to give a speech, and he said, it's wonderful to be here in the 1977 U.S. Open. Because he knew what year it was. After I drew him, he stood up and he said, I played Capablanca, Alekhine, etc. And then I thought he was going to say something after that. And then he just walked away. I played Capablanca, Alekhine, and then he left. Yes. He just wanted to tell me that. He mentioned like 3 or 4 people. I thought he was going to say, and you suck compared to them, but he didn't say that. Okay. So again, I'm 17, so I'm a bit more aggressive when I'm 17 than I am now.
So wait a minute now.
Yeah.
One final question about all that. So why is it okay for the other guy to have black 3 times in a row?
It wasn't. Brown's point to follow the rule book was they don't play each other. They play people with less points than them.
Oh, okay.
By the rule book, he's right. The rule book used to say you can't have 3 blacks in a row. It doesn't say that now. It says try to avoid it. Obviously, you're playing in a 50-player tournament, and in round 1, black wins all 25 games, and then in round 2, black wins every game, and there's 12 or 13 people who have 2 out of 2, and they've all had 2 blacks in a row. They got to play each other. You can't have them play people who have 1 and 0, and then they're going to have 3 blacks in a row. Black's winning every game. You shouldn't complain when you're winning every game with black. If you get black, you should be happy. And you have to realize, at your level, I'm pointing to you, whoever you are watching now, it's irrelevant whether you have white or black. You might think it's better to have white or black, but it's not. It doesn't matter for you. Okay, result of the game has nothing to do with what color you are. Now, if you're Carlson and Kramnik, well, not Kramnik, he's no good. Carlson, that's about it, Carlson. It doesn't matter. If Carlson's playing Wesley So, Carlson would prefer to have white, and he would score better with white. And so would too. But your games, it doesn't matter. Your games is just psychological. A lot of people just like to have black because, that's how good you are at chess. You like to have black. Okay, so I played e5. I played bishop e2. I thought I played e5. No, never mind. Okay, he played bishop e7. I castled. He played g6. Boo! Boo! God, what kind of move is that? Terrible. I played rook d1, rook c8, b4. Yay, I'm aggressive. a5, double question mark. Now I played the best move, b5. Now his knight can't go anywhere good, so he has to go somewhere bad, like here or here. So he did, setting up for the next game. Then I played aggressive again. And then I traded and played knight e4. Yay, look at my knight. I'm the best. Now he made the worst move I've ever seen ever. That's a joke, but that gives you a hint as to what it was. The engine says it's the third best move. Man, truth hurts.
So he made a bad move. Let's see.
Yeah, the chat got my joke. Well, some of them did. Some of them responded to my joke with a joke, like Tom Khan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what move he made.
Okay, without looking at the position, what move did he make that was bad? Don't even look.
I don't know.
What move would I say is bad?
I don't know.
Yeah, what move do I always say is bad?
I don't know.
I say
F3?
never. Close.
F6?
Yeah, never play F6.
I forgot his flag.
He played F6. Okay, so then now watch this trick. This is like in the tactics books.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
watching.
this is a long tactic. Okay, so I play knight here, forking his rook and bishop. Mm-hmm. So he played the obvious move.
Rook c7.
Uh-huh. Which is a mistake. Then I take, and he played the obvious move.
Take.
Huh? And then I played a move and he resigned. Actually, he resigned here. Okay, so if he takes, what's the winning move?
Let's see.
See how the Braves are doing. Go Lions. Oh yeah, I want to see what Alcaraz is doing against Medvedev.
Let's see.
Ooh, Medvedev won the first set, and Medvedev's up 3-1 in the second set. God, I can't watch because we have Spectrum. We don't get ESPN anymore. Wow, Medvedev is beating Alcaraz so far. So far. The Braves are up 8-0 against the Pirates. The Pirates said we're doing better than expected. Man, harsh.
Oh, yeah, there's a 4.
God damn, 8-0.
Guess you could go queen e4.
Queen e4, forking these two. So after f6, knight d6, he should have played f takes e5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the idea is if I take this, he plays d5 and my knight's trapped. I'm still winning, but not as winning. But yeah, he just played the normal moves. Then he was like, after I took, he's like, oh, rook takes queen e4. And then he resigned because there's nothing you can do now. Yay, I won a game. I played a lot of tennis at the 87 US Open. I played tennis every day.
Hey, Starston.
I liked Portland, Oregon. It was nice. They had a lot of fountains. Does Acuna have a home run? Yes. And so does Rosario. Acuna has 3 hits out of 4 at-bats and 2 RBI. Olsen has 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 at-bats. That sounds like he must have been walked because he should have 3 at-bats. Arcia has 3 hits out of 3 at-bats. We're pitching a 2-hitter. Bryce Elder's pitching a 2-hitter after 5 innings. Rosario has 3 RBI. Travis d'Arnaud has 2 RBI. And Acuna has 2 RBI. Man. Okay, next. Yours, so next. Okay, this is against Fabio Rota. He's from Colombia, the country. And we thought he had an interesting name. And I was hanging out with Fred Lindsay because this was played at the World Chess Festival in St. John, New Brunswick in 1988, February. It was cold. And there was another Colombian player that Fred knew named Gonzalez. And Fred went to Gonzalez and said, does Fabio Rota mean anything in Colombia? Because that's like a cool name. And he said, yes, Fabio Rota, Fabio Rota. And he kept singing it, the Colombian guy. Then later, Fabio Rota moved to the U.S., played for the U.S., and strangely enough, played in the U.S. Championship, where I also beat him. That's a separate issue.
That's one of Frank's nicknames.
Fabio Rota?
Fabio.
Oh.
That's his
Columbia, South Carolina. What?
Fabio.
Acuna will get 40 home runs. Yeah. You've never won anything more than that? Not even winning a poker tournament? Winning the World Series of Poker is less than 40 home runs for Acuna? He's going to be in the 40-70 club. 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases. It'll never be matched in history.
Man, I despise sports.
Yeah. Except for Acuna. So let me tell you what Acuna did. But there's a funny part to it. There's a non-baseball part. Non-baseball. Okay. Acuna is the only player who's ever had 30 home runs and 60 stolen bases in a season. Ever. Mm-hmm. He's doing it this season. When he got his 30th home run in the night game.
I mean, I'm starting to zone out.
No, you're not like this.
It's boring.
No, but it's not. This isn't boring. When he got his 30th home run in the night game, what did he do in the morning before that?
I don't know.
He got married.
Okay.
So he gets married, and then he breaks an MLB record of all time.
I don't know these people. I don't give a shit.
Come on, Ronald Acuna Jr.
C.L. Smith was Johnny on the spot, though. He knew.
Well, yeah, of course. Also, Mike Klein follows the Braves. He likes the Braves.
I mean, go Georgia sports.
There you go.
As involved as I get. And I get on these Twitter spaces that I've mentioned before that are supposed to be about poker, but they're all doing these fantasy leagues. And, man, that's all they're talking about is sports. I just leave the space. And then they had one yesterday, actually it was earlier today, that said, no football talk allowed or no sports allowed.
Oh, no sports.
They said no sports.
Did you start it? Was that you?
No. But I leave the spaces when they talk about sports.
Maddox, Clavin, and Smoltz were good. They're so good, Karen's heard of them. What? You've heard of those three pitchers? Maddox, Clavin, and Smoltz?
I've heard of Smoltz.
Do you know the first names of any of them?
But I don't know the other ones. So
John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, and Greg Maddox. They pitched at the same time for the Braves. They won the pennant every year.
Smoltz. Yeah, he was a bit chubby, wasn't he?
Smoltz? No. Oh. And they're all good golfers.
I can't remember then what it looks like.
I don't know who the best golfer is. They're all good.
I've heard of Smoltz.
Okay, so this game is against Fabio Rota. Okay, I'm black. This was at the World Chess Festival in '88. I played the Caro Kann. And the reason I played the Caro Kann is the tournament was in Canada, so I assumed William Shatner would show up and say, Khan. Although I don't know if the Star Trek movie Khan came out yet in '88. So I don't know. That joke may not make any sense.
Mm-hmm. I agree sports is a common ground, but since I don't like sports, it's not common for me. So I'm glad that all you guys have sports to talk about.
Sports.
Enjoy yourselves.
Okay, but you used to play tennis in high school.
Yeah.
Sports. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, E5, the advanced variation. And he played H4. He put it in H. Wants to play G4. So I played H5. Eventually, he won my H pawn, but I literally didn't care, although I figuratively did. It's like a French defense, except my bishop's not here.
That's part of the excitement of the game is not knowing that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. See, bishop here, that's a French defense.
Yeah.
But my bishop's here. Yay. Okay, so I attacked here like you would. Then I put it in H, played knight F5. Now I have the open A file.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite games from the 80s. Yay, he didn't win my pawn. See, I tricked you. Never play F3. Okay, so the reason I played bishop takes knight, if you want to know why I played it, what I do against king takes, we can see the game. That's the game. He plays pawn takes, that's strategically bad for him. Then my knight gets to c4, and his bishop's terrible, my knight's fantastic, and his pawns are weak. So terrible position for white. So he took with the king. The engine actually takes with the pawn, because it knows what's going to happen. Now I play rook c8. Now I'm going to discover double, triple check him. Okay. If he moves his king, so he's not in trouble, he can't play here because his bishop's hanging. And he can't play here because I take, and then I play knight b4 check, and then I play rook c2 check, and then I take all his pawns. So he pinned my knight. Okay, and I could unpin with king e7, but then he gets to play king d2. So I played rook a5. So if he takes, I take with the rook, and then I'm still coming in. It says I'm +4 here. This gets mated. And then he has to play king here, and then I come in and I take everything. Okay, so he played what move instead of bishop takes knight to maintain the pin?
Wait, what was the last move?
I played rook a5, attacking his bishop.
Uh-huh.
And I just looked at bishop takes and showed why it was bad. So he wants to maintain the pin, otherwise knight goes everywhere, check. So how does he maintain the pin?
Let's see. I guess the king has to come. No. Oh. No, that wouldn't be a pin, though. I don't know.
So he's got to keep his bishop here to be pinned.
Yeah.
How does he defend his bishop?
Well, I mean, I was looking at king c4, but that looks bad.
No, that's illegal.
Oh yeah. How do you defend the bishop other than the pawn?
Yeah. So what move?
Okay, a4.
A4, yeah.
Oh.
Now my knight's pinned. Okay, now black to play and win.
Black to play and win. Let's see. Yeah. So I go there.
Uh-oh, fuck you's looking to get banned.
Well, what did he say?
He said, Karen, do you care? Or are you just there to support Big Ben love of chess?
I mean,
Karen's never answered this question before. Every stream, 3 times a stream.
I'm sorry that I'm not jumping up and down like a fucking cheerleader. Excuse me. It's going to be some kind of night move.
Bonarici with his king takes
just
pawn.
Pin. Darn. Let's see, I can't move the knight.
God, I think in 88, my rating was 2380 FIDE. My rating now is 2400 FIDE. God damn. And it looks like I play better then than I do now. So I guess that makes sense. Maybe I did play better when I was 18.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like you'd move the king.
Too slow. What would I always do?
Oh, sack the exchange.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see how that
So I take. He
was
plays
gonna
pawn
work.
takes, right?
Right.
Now you will know my name is the Lord when you see the next move. What's the best move here? There's only one move that wins. Everything else is equal.
Let's see. There. Oh, yeah, because there's a fork. Yeah, I guess knight a5.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Knight e5, he can move his
No,
king
I
here.
said knight a5.
Knight a5. Yeah, but if I fork and win, then it's even material.
Oh.
Also, after knight a5, he can play king here. And that stops the fork.
I don't see that.
And then if I play rook check, he can go back here. Still equal. 8-2. No, we're losing our lead.
I don't know then.
U.S. Open result. Knight takes d4.
I looked at that, but I didn't see how that would win.
Wow, Medvedev is up 5-1 against Alcaraz. God dang.
Oh,
In a
yeah.
set.
Oh, yeah, because it's mate.
Right, if he takes it's mate.
Yeah, because he comes into the
If he
territory.
plays king here, I have this fork, and then I wouldn't take his rook, I take his bishop. If he plays king here, well, he did play king there. So, okay. So I play rook, knight check. Now, notice his rook defends his other rook. Mm-hmm. Therefore, king here and king here are bad, because then they're not. So he has to play king e2. So if I take his rook, he takes back. Mm-hmm. Okay, but then I check him again. Now, if he moves his king back, it's the same. It's the same trick.
Thing, yeah.
So he played here. I took with check, and he played here. Now, if I take his rook, he takes my rook, which I'm winning. I'm completely winning there. But I played better. Rook takes b2. Now, his rook's attacked, you agree. Mm-hmm. So he castled queenside. He castled kingside. Also funny, because he moved his king 5 times. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, if he moves his rook vertically, I play rook b1 check and skewer.
Right.
If he moves his rook here, I take it. Moves his rook here, I take it. Therefore, he played rook d1.
Okay.
And then I play bishop c2, and his rook's trapped. Also, I'm up a lot of material, but that's also his rook's trapped. So then he resigned.
Nice.
You probably used an engine Takhan.
Don't ever listen to you greasy hoe below.
That's right, Lawful Waffle. I showed that guy. He was 22.90. I was 23 at FIDE. Yes, I was about the same strength when I was 18 as I am now. Old and bad.
You liked that win?
Wait, Gary Kitts again? Oh, yeah, this is another Gary Kitts game. I forgot about this one. This is the most boring game ever played. And then he resigned. And he was white. So, okay, this is the same guy I beat in game 3. You know, the guy who was the MCA president. Anybody? Does it matter if he took on B2 or G2? I don't know. Yeah, because if I take on G2, I'm not threatening rook to the back rank taking his rook, so his rook can move vertically. I would still be winning, but slightly less winning. Also, nobody's donating and giving subs and bits, so I'm really mad at you guys.
You can keep going.
I'm reading the chat.
Okay.
I was reading the chat.
I'm going over here for a second.
Ooh, watch tutorial. No, the mod view is too confusing. Okay, so this game was a Petrov, and the Stafford Gambit wasn't invented yet, because this was in when was this game? This was in 1989 at the Masters Experts in Lansing. Now my FIDE rating's 2370, so I got worse. Man, the truth hurts. I used to play the Petrov a lot in the 80s. Okay, and he played for a draw because he's much lower rated than me. So he played the queen trade variation. I played h6 and g5, as I was wont to do. So it looks like a totally boring drawn position. But black is actually slightly better, because I have more input on the king side, and my bishop on g7 is good. His bishop on g3 is not as good. Tried to make it good. Yay, look at me getting space advantage.
What does that mean? Good thing Eric Rosen wasn't born yet.
Because then the Stafford Gambit, I would have had to play that.
Oh.
Hey, the engine actually says F3 is the right move. What? Never play F3. It says this is equal. Still says equal. Still says equal. Uh-oh. No, his rook. See, bishop e6. Rook's trapped. So the engine says he has to play knight f4, so I can't play bishop e6. And he did. Then I took on h4. Okay, now he made the losing move. He has to play bishop e1, attacking my knight. And the engine says that's equal. But he played knight h5. That's a mistake. Now I'm just up a pawn. This actually isn't the game I thought it was. I won a game in this opening against him that was not this. So I guess I've beaten him a lot. He took, which is a blunder. He has to play rook h7. I didn't play rook takes f6. Rook takes g2 is better than rook takes f6? What? How did I not play this? Although it says my move is better. How can my move be better? Oh, all right. The point is I'm threatening here.
Right.
So, okay. Ooh, that was a good move because I stopped his king from getting out some threatening mate that I can take with the knight. Oh, snap. I mean, I was really on the ball then. Oh, he resigned here. Yeah, this position is no good. It says c3 is the second best move, hanging his bishop. Damn.
Yeah.
This isn't the game I thought it was. This game wasn't boring at all. It was funny. It started out with the same opening where it's boring, but then it got exciting because I played g4, f5, and then he had to calculate, which wasn't his strong suit. I actually like that game. I didn't even remember this game. Who would have thunk it? Okay, and last game was one of my best. I'm playing Marinus Kuijf, Dutch I am, and his nickname is Rini Kuijf. And he also has a brother Kuijf who also plays chess, who I've also beaten. And I forgot what his brother's name is. What's his brother's name? Kuijf. Okay. And I was black. And this was in the tournament that used to be called Tata Steel. And now it's called... Oh, wait, it's called Tata Steel now?
I thought it was. It's in India now, though, isn't it?
Well, they have it in the Netherlands. Tata Steel's a company, and they have tournaments in both places.
Oh, the places. It's still
anyway, this was called ORA at the time, OHRA. It's a company, chemical company, and it pollutes the air, and it's terrible. So they change the name every 10 years, so they don't know who they are. It's a good idea. It's Tata Steel now. Okay. Yeah, Vaikanze is the name of the city. Also, you spelled Vike wrong. Yeah, and you spelled An wrong. It's AAN.
Wow.
Spelled Zay right.
Tough.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is Vaikanze is always the name of the tournament because it's always in Vaikanze, the city. But the name of the sponsor changes because the company changes their name all the time. Okay, this was one of my best victories because I was rated 2375 FIDE, and he was rated 2530 FIDE. So he was a lot higher than me. And I remember when the game ended, it was 40 moves in 2 hours. When the game ended, he had 1 minute left, and I had an hour left. Okay, so I played the line that I made up, which is knight f6, and then everybody plays knight here or c6, and I play bishop c5. And then I get a symmetrical position. So I figure it's equal. I put this on an engine once on the cap score, and I played like 99 this game. Yay, it's the same position. See? Symmetrical. Your position's my position. My position's your... Exactly the same here, right? He played d4. Rook e8. And this is a mistake, knight g5. See how he's threatening that?
Mm-hmm.
Now black's better. What's the best move for black? Come on, people, let's get the train going. Or cover your eyes so you don't see the stream.
Let's see the best move. I guess rook e7.
Too passive. Rook e7 is the second best move. I didn't defend my pawn. I played aggressive move. Although I stopped him from taking the pawn. Not too aggressive.
Aggressive.
I blocked his bishop.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess, let's see. I guess d5.
Mm-hmm. Now black's better.
I wouldn't have thought.
Because his knight's not good here. Okay, so he took. I took back. He took. I took back. Yeah, the engine says he's close to lost here because his knight is so bad. And bishop g4 is coming. And my bishop is so good. And his bishop's blocked. And so forth. He played knight df3, which is the engine move. It says I'm +2 here. I played the engine move, bishop g4, h3, bishop h5. Now, if it's my move, I said if, I play h6 and his knight's trapped. It's funny if you have black. If you have white, it's not funny. So he played g4, and you will know my name is the Lord. How did I play so good this game? I don't understand it. I played knight e takes g4. All my moves are the engine move. He played bishop a4, attacking my rook. He just can't break this pin, and h6 is winning a piece. His knight's trapped.
Mm-hmm.
So he played bishop a4, attacking my rook. I played rook e7, which is the best. He played bishop c2. I played h6, which is the best. He played queen d3. I took, which is the best. He took with the bishop. And now I did, remember when I played Burt Izumikawa, and then you said queen g6 check, and then he resigned when this pawn was pinned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I played queen d6, c'est la même chose. I want to play queen g3 check, which wins everything. Then bishop yeah. So he can't allow that. He played knight d4, blocking my bishop. Now it says this move is the second best move. I wonder if it'll change its mind. It wants me to play this. It wants me to play bishop e2. Wow. See that. I played rook e4, which is also winning.
Thank you, Gracie.
He played bishop takes f6, queen takes f6. Now, what did he never do?
I guess f3.
Mm-hmm. Double question mark. How did I play the best move here? I would never play the best move here now. Man, I used to be good. 89, I was pretty good. I played the engine move here. That's crazy. And try to. What would you play with black?
Um.
Man, I wish I was good again. I would never play this move now. I'd resign.
I was trying to see what happens if you take on f3 with the bishop. I don't know.
Queen g5.
Oh.
That's the best move, too. Then he played the best move. Wow. Yeah, if he does this, then I go check and win his queen. Hooray for me. And if he takes this, I must have some mate that I saw then. What does it say I should do? Bishop d4, queen d4. It says I should take this, and then if he takes, I go check. He has to go to f2, I was going to say. And king h2, I just check and win his queen. Rook g2, king f3 is mate. So he has to play king e1, rook e8 check, king d1, rook e3. It says that I have forced mate here in 27. Man. Okay, so he played the engine move, which is f4, attacking my queen. And I played rook takes f4. So I let him check me, but it doesn't matter. I just move my king.
Yeah.
What's funny about this position is it looked like I was sacking all my pieces, but I'm actually up 2 pawns here. Hooray for Ben. He played queen g3, which is a mistake, and I played the best move again. Although it says rook takes d4 is also winning. I played bishop c7. 2 bishops, what else? Now it says I'm +6 and he resigned. Yeah, I remember really liking that game because I played well and he was a lot higher rated than me. That was played in 89, so I can't show you any more games because it was games from the 80s. In Vaikanze, in the B group, obviously. What if he takes your rook on a8? That's the safest thing he can do, Bonarici. Not sure when. I guess here is what you mean. I've never seen anybody walk into mate quicker. It says every move is mate in 2. So all these moves are mate in 2. And then rook h4 mate. So I have 4 different mates in 2. This is the funniest. Trapping his queen. And then rook h4 mate. It says you're banned for suggesting queen takes rook. It's not very nice, but true.
Tom Kahn says, I remember every game I play well versus Ben.
What? That was probably the highest level game because he was higher rated than me. And I played really fast that game, too. I used an hour for that game. Yay, go Ben. Hooray for Ben. That wasn't even the best game I played at Vaikanze. My best Vaikanze game was against Hetjan de Boer. Or was that Groningen? No, that was Vaikanze. And that was played in 1990, I think, or 92 or 91. One of them. I won the Brilliancy Prize.
Nice.
Hooray.
Go Ben. So I saw Charlotte Chess Center here earlier, but they didn't say much.
He welcomed us to our own stream. He said, welcome Ben and Karen. I was like, it's our stream. What? We were supposed to welcome him.
But then he disappeared.
Yeah, he'll do that. He's probably like lingering.
Yeah.
He'll see like, I'm still here. He's got nothing better to do, right? Well, maybe. What was my ELO in the 90s? You know, it was higher. 2,500 FIDE and so forth.
And Dominique's baby's so cute.
Have I seen Dominique's baby?
I don't know. I'm friends with him on Facebook. So
I don't think I've seen a baby. Kasparov in his prime was good. Kasparov was good today. Kasparov is in first place in the St. Louis 960, championship, which has 9 American players, the best 9, and Kasparov. Kasparov beat Wesley So today and Ray Robson and Drew Nakamura. You gotta come see the baby. Yeah, I saw that. There's 2 episodes where she says that. I saw one of them this week.
Yeah, and the baby's ugly, right?
Well, they never show the baby. But when they look at it, they're like, oh, God, help. Oh, so when the second time they show the baby, the first time only like Elaine and Jerry see it. And Elaine's like disgusted. But the second time, it's Jerry and Kramer. He says, who does the baby look like? And Kramer said something really funny. He said some actor, and then he's like, no, stop kidding. He says, no, he really looks like him. And Jerry looks and he's like, eh. It was some actor who's like not very good looking. Some guy. It was funny. I forgot. Lyndon Johnson, not an actor, right? Lyndon Johnson. He said, your baby looks like Lyndon Johnson.
Yeah.
Gotta come see that. Yeah, that's right. Lyndon Johnson. I just saw it too, and I can't remember who it was. Do you want to do puzzles?
Yeah, but I mean, I need to be done at 9:30 because actually, I don't know about karaoke. If I go to karaoke, I need to be done at 9:30. I feel tired. Let me see if they text.
We don't have a puzzle scene. Puzzle scene isn't there. I just looked at all the scenes twice.
Yeah.
No puzzle scene.
Well,
Let's try this.
OBS crashed. I
I
can make one real quick. I wouldn't, alter anything. Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't have one. Are you sure you're not scrolling all the way up?
Yeah, all the way up. It's live choice. No, I looked at everything several times.
Mm-hmm.
No puzzles.
Well, I mean, I could make one real quick.
Or we could not do puzzles.
Eventually, we have to have one.
Okay, so you want to make one?
Yeah.
All right. I'll beg them to donate. We had one train, and that was an hour and a half ago. So let's get going, people. You think we're here for our health?
It says the name's already in use for puzzles. So it thinks it's there somehow. There it is.
Yay.
I don't know why you didn't see it.
Well, this is all the way up? No. Puzzles. Yay, there it is. I knew it was there, except for one thing. All right, and then that's correct? Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And nobody donated. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Darn, I feel like I need to go tonight just to get it over with.
Yeah, I solved it.
But I'm tired.
I don't think you were looking for no job. When I saw you today, you were standing on the street corner, leaning up against a post.
I'm trying to do this.
You said, but I'm tired. That's the next line. Then you just said it, so that's why. It's one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Maybe the queen might be trapped. Let's see. Okay, yeah.
Bonarici's goal in life is to die.
H5.
No, his goal in life is to go through life without ever typing a capital letter. No, if you play H5, I play Queen takes G5. Now you funny too. Yeah, my friend and I like the now you funny too line. We say that a lot to each other for no reason. I don't know, man. Ask my wife.
F5.
My wife's kind of funny. We all funny. What's that?
F5.
Then Queen H5.
Darn. All right, go ahead. I'm not going to keep guessing. Those are my two moves.
Knight F6.
And
It's the same as your moves, except
it's the same idea.
I stopped everything.
I didn't see how F5 could be stopped.
Yeah, I stopped Queen H5. 2,900.
Darn.
No wonder you didn't get it.
I had the right idea. I just didn't have the right moves. You got it. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. I should have kept looking. I'm a little tired. But I have to decide if I'm going to go to karaoke or not. So,
Should we make a poll? Did they vote on it in the chat?
no.
That's how you should make your decisions.
It seems hard.
Let me see if the Braves won yet.
I have to drive 10 minutes.
Ooh, Alcaraz is up a break in the third set.
Get out of my car
So
and
he's
walk in.
got a chance. We're up 8-2 in the 8th inning.
Good night, Greasy Hopalo. Hey, Raj. Thanks for the sub.
Yay, Raj. Go, Raj. 4 months, 48 months equals 4 years.
All right, let's get another one going.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get one. I'm sorry I'm yawning. It's this time of night. There's nothing I can do about it. I get up so early. I did walk 5.6 miles today.
I could walk 5.6 miles and let's see. Oh, it's there. Okay. I solved it. Bonarici says he got up at 5 or 6 a.m., but he won't say which one. The spelling of karaoke has 7 mistakes. There's a poll about whether you should go. Mm-hmm. You should vote in the poll. That way you might, get what you want. Go Greasy Hobolo.
Let me see this.
Have a good night and a good bishop.
There's check, and then he goes over there.
It's closer to walk to Miami, even though as the crow flies, Canada's closer. You can't go over Lake Erie. You must have saw the same thing on Twitter too. You should realize that it's wrong. It's on Twitter, so it's wrong. Yeah, if you drive to Canada near Detroit or you drive to Miami, driving to Miami is less miles. If they build a bridge from Cleveland to Detroit, which they talk about doing, but they never do, then actually Cleveland to Detroit would be like an hour drive. But you have to go around Lake Erie, so it's a lot longer. Also, I'm not walking to either one, so.
Let me see. I can't get on the moves.
I DM'd it to you. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter also. I saw you DM'd it to me. And I was like, why is he DMing me this garbage? Terrible. I'm going to have a Dave Vest call you about that. Yeah, that was funny. Blade Runner, I'm from Detroit. So telling me Windsor is south of Detroit doesn't, come on.
So I think it's Queen D4.
Things that you learned 5 minutes ago, I've known for 45 years. Queen D4 is correct. It's the second move that's interesting.
Yeah. So then I thought it was Queen F2.
No, because then Queen F4 check.
Darn. Okay.
I've been to Toronto many times, yes. I've never played Kasparov. I don't know if Karen has. That setter was correct, Bonarici.
I check him. He is there.
Should you go to Six Flags tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of moves. I don't know. G2.
You're 2/3 correct.
Go ahead.
Bishop G2.
I wasn't going to get... I looked at that too. Oh, darn.
2460.
Darn. God damn it.
No, you're going to have a bad round of golf, Blade Runner. Sorry.
Should you go to Six Flags tomorrow?
Yeah, when we're in the house together alone, we just speak Hebrew to each other because we both speak it so well. It's tough when you have all this Misha Goyim on the stream. Terrible.
Yeah.
I only know how to slander people in Yiddish.
It's a reasonable question to ask if you know Hebrew.
Hebrews and Shebrews. I know the Hebrew that I learned on Family Guy. Mm-hmm. Why not Shebrew? Exactly. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Hebrew.
Family Guy. Bonarici's banned for his answer. Oh, the 100% vote on whether you should go to karaoke, 100% of the votes went to fries. That got every vote. And somebody banned Bonarici for his answer.
Let's see.
In the final position of your unstoppable mate, there's pawn takes rook. That sort of stops it.
I just keep yawning. I shouldn't go. All right, let's see there.
Yeah, 69420 is also wrong. You need some finesse in this problem. It's too hard for the chat. I'm guessing knight g8 also stops your mate and knight g4. Your unstoppable mate was pretty easy to stop.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what their response is going to be either. I mean, I would take on e5.
If you take on e5, I take back. And then the reason rook g6 doesn't work is because of king h8. So you have to use some finesse.
I will go ahead.
Okay, you have to play c3 first.
Mm-hmm. What?
No, I'm right. But I'm right.
Puzzle's wrong.
So, well, my move wins. I'm gonna yell at the thing later. Oh, I think the reason mine doesn't win, I was going to go here, and then here, f takes e5 threatening the queen and mate, is you still play king h8. So after c3, queen here, rook takes, you just play king h8. Yeah, I thought I could play c3 here, rook takes g6, but you still play king h8. Darn. Then there's no answer. That's tough. So one of these moves is the answer, but I don't know which one. Because after fe, queen e5, rook g6, there's king here. And if I take right away, you can take. And then if I take, you play king h7. And then if this pawn moves, we just take the rook.
Yeah.
So I don't see any answer.
Let me see.
It's definitely going to be takes or here, but I don't see how either one works. Yeah, Bonarici's definitely on drugs.
Wait, so why doesn't mine doesn't? I mean, I thought it was.
You want to go here? Then I
Yeah.
take with the queen. And then if you play rook takes, I play king h8.
And then can't you just go queen h?
Then fg. And pawn takes.
Oh yeah, there's not a pin
Yeah.
anymore.
He has the worst answer I've ever seen. The moves are illegal. They're nonsensical. Queen g6. What? Now rook a6 and then queen g6. What are you talking about? You crazy old man trying to play queen g6? God damn. Well, I haven't gotten it. I don't know what the answer is. It's definitely c3. Oh, snap. If f5, you just play king h8. Bishop e6. That's worse than Bonarici's answer. Everything wins, says Sandy Doggo, except nobody can find the answer, including me. Yeah, I think Pancakes is right.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know the answer.
I thought somebody had it.
No, their answers are all insane. Most of the moves are illegal in the answers. All I asked for is legal moves so I can make fun of them. Illegal moves, I don't even know what you mean.
Well, I mean, we have to say something.
I think it's this, because I
Yeah.
think it's one of these two moves.
So let's just do that one.
Yeah,
Darn.
all right, so. Okay, he took with a pawn. What? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you play, yeah, that's right. If he plays King H8, you take the knight. Well, I assume it's this.
Mm-hmm.
King H8, not King H7. I mean, King H8, I can move my F pawn and win. Why didn't you play King F7? Well, I'm confused why I didn't play King H7. Now that these moves both seem to win, but only one of them can win. Plays Knight G8. I have to see why King H7 is bad. That seems like a much better move to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think it's Rook takes Knight.
I was looking
because
at that, yeah.
I'm down the exchange. But if he plays King H7, I think it's Rook takes Knight. So I guess it could still be Rook takes Knight. I can move my pawn, and if he takes my Rook... Oh, this isn't mate. He has Knight H7. Wow, that was 33.84. Because you just take the Knight and Black's up material, but I guess White's winning. White has a winning attack. That's crazy answer.
Thank you for the sub, Jandroid.
That was 33.84. God damn.
Too hard.
Thanks for the sub. I mean, like, I saw this position and thought this isn't the answer, but this is the answer. Nobody gets this because it looks so stupid.
That was so hard.
I'll show you what I thought the answer was. I thought it was C3, then takes, and then you take the pawn here, threatening the queen and the mate.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot that after queen d6, rook g6, he plays king h8. Wait, this still says he goes here. Oh, because he can play king h8 and then take with the queen and then play knight h7, and his queen defends g7. Yeah, so none of these attacking ideas work. You just see after king h7 in the actual solution, I would have had to play rook takes knight. So I was like, after king h8, I guess I play rook takes knight because it's giving me a chance to not play it. But then I didn't think this was winning, but this is plus 5.5. Shows you what I know. Why didn't he take the rook? It's illegal. There's a bishop on a2, so you can't legally take the rook. So yeah, I'll try.
Pins are hard to see.
All right, next, yours. So
No,
next,
I mean,
it's 9:33.
Yeah, I've got to get going.
But you have to get fries. Hey, you can get fries there.
Yeah,
So then then the poll's right.
that's right. I'm not even sure if I'm going, but I need to go up
All right, last puzzle.
and speak to my son and give the dogs the treat. Let's say black to move.
Okay, I got it. How should I approach 1100? The puzzle rating doesn't matter. Those are just inflated so you feel good about yourself. Those are just irrelevant. Don't ever look at your puzzle rating. Don't do puzzles. Do puzzles, don't look at your rating. How should I approach 1100? You know, play a little bit better. Not much better, just a little better. People always tell me they're better at puzzles than regular chess because their rating is so high. It's funny if it wasn't sad. Yeah, probably don't worry about your rating. Just play chess and have fun. Play some golf or something. That's fun too. Tennis. Yeah, don't worry about your rating so much. Just play chess and enjoy it. And your blitz rating's overrated. Well, you could play tennis. The tennis balls are probably cheaper and you won't lose as many. Might even find some.
Oh, I think I see.
Bonarici's banned again.
So,
Bonarici gave the worst answer ever.
I was looking at King F6.
No.
Oh.
But your answer is better than Bonarici's.
Well, because I didn't want the queen to come to D6.
The queen will definitely come to D6 after King F6.
Well, right, but I thought that I could get some checks in like knight E3 and
So I move my
queen
king,
G2.
take the knight.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're blocking your rook. That's the problem. If you could play queen G2 check, I take the knight, then you take on F3, you're right. But King F6 blocks the rook.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of King F6, play a move that doesn't block the rook.
I guess King E8?
Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. BC just loses. Queen takes, King E8, Queen D8 mate. Or B takes, Queen takes, King F6, E7 check. And E takes F8 equals queen.
I saw
So
that.
that's out of the question.
Yeah.
King takes is ridiculous. This blocks the rook and this doesn't. Now, there's a really funny fork coming up later if he lets me do it. I'm not saying he will let me do it. But if he does, it's funny. Okay, now you play check, like you said. And now hopefully he plays King D3. Let's hope. You're ready to hope? I'm hoping for King D3.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
Yes. Yes. Okay, now how do you win? Once I saw this, I was like, that's the answer, because you don't just luck into this. This is the answer they want you to do.
Oh, yeah, because of the fork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Queen D2.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, once I saw that, I was like, that's the answer. 3,053.
They love that. They love that fork.
Mm-hmm. You saw nothing but your $977 prize.
I liked that puzzle, though, even though I didn't get it. All right, well, I need to go upstairs, so I'm not sure if you're going to keep streaming or what.
I don't know, maybe.
But,
do some puzzles without you.
Yeah, okay.
Some.
All right, guys, good night. Have a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow night when we stream.
Mm-hmm.
But enjoy your Friday nights. All right, so I'll text you. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go, but I need to talk to Archer.
If you go, you have to get fries.
Yeah. All right.
Yay. Bye, Karen. Go, Karen. I'm winning here? Why am I winning? How could I possibly be winning? I'm up a pawn, but, you know, so what? I'm so flummoxed. I guess it's here. I don't know. No? Oh, it's A3 and knight A5. Oh, that's hard to see, actually. And then F7's hanging. And then, you know, the bishop's hanging. Yeah, that was too hard for me. 2890. See, I'm down a queen. This looks like mate. 2340. Let's see. So bishop d3 wins. So I just take and play king f8, I guess. Let's see. Bishop e4 wins. King f6 hangs my queen. So it's bishop e4 then. 2570. $24.80. $26.41. $22.60. $26.70. $29.50? $29.50? Jesus. But that was so easy. It's so easy to solve that puzzle. It's so easy to solve that puzzle. What? I have to play Rook B1 first? Damn. 33-73. Nobody plays this first. Damn. So mean. Is it Rook takes? Oh, it's neither one? Damn. Now I feel stupid. I'm not doing well on this puzzle. $33.92. I guess I should have taken that more seriously. $27.81. $3,050. $22.60. So Rook D8 at the end wins? Yeah, Rook D8 wins. That's funny. 29-11. $3,092. Didn't seem that hard. Rook air check. Rook f7. Oh, bishop d5 check probably mates. Although I don't see how, but I'll figure it out. Oh, it's not queen h4? Oh, I have bishop g2. I didn't see bishop g2. 3100. I didn't see bishop e2. Darn. I want to play d6. I'm worried about queen h4. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be. All right, I don't know. I don't see another move. And then e7 if he's not threatening anything. I don't see what he's threatening. $22.90. $25.60. Ah, I answered it in 1 second. That was my only mistake. Well, it's probably queen f4 if it's not that. What other move do I have? Ah, it's still not that. Is this it? Wow, it is. 3,000 rated. Man, my answers were terrible. $32.02. Wow. Good, good. $3,020. Yay. 2460. $3,040. $26.71. $27.60. $3,052. He makes a knight with check. Damn. $2,900. I got that one wrong. $24.40. Shorty. What? Damn. 23.10. How embarrassing. What? G6 isn't right? Guess that's why. 2,400. Boo, boo. I want a castle. Yay, it was castles. $27.31. $28.81. $29.20. Darn. Guess it's this. 33.53. If only I'd taken a few more seconds. But no. 22.10. What? How can that be wrong? Oh, I guess this is right. 31.52. Boo, boo. I'm winning here? I guess I trap his queen. So it's probably A4 then. 25.80. Rook F2. Darn, it is rook here. I didn't know what to do against rook F2. Yeah, this one's too hard for me. I've played every move. What else could it be? Oh, it's here. It's not? Oh, he takes with check. I thought I could go here if he takes. Well, I don't know. It's here? Why is it here? Why can't he play rook takes? Oh, because I play queen here check. Or wait. No, I play rook here check, then queen here check. Okay, that's why. 2,600 only? Jesus. $27.71. 3383. That was the toughest one I got. Hooray. Go, Ben. $26.30. $23.31. It's even harder than that. $25.50. $22.30. I don't know. Is that an answer? It's rook c8. $31.81. That was a tough one. I'm down a lot of material. I should have got that one. 31.92. I should have just gone slower. That was dumb. Ugh. Ugh. $32.42. Yeah, I'm just going too fast. Terrible. Always play bishop f8. 26-21. Oh, I didn't see king d3. That was dumb. 2260. God, I'm just going too fast. Can't help it. There's another move? How could there be another move? Oh, it's here. 2690. Just threaten mate and win. I was looking at crazy shit. So do I play d4 now, or do I check and play d4? What's the difference? I don't know. Play d4. Now he can play g6. I play queen f3. It's either queen f7 and d4 or d4 then queen f7. I don't know which one. I feel like I want to play queen f7 first. I don't see the difference though. I guess I lost my rook, so I can't just like win a piece. I have to like, you know, do something mean. So do I take or play queen g7? Probably queen g7. $32.51. All right, this will be my last one unless I get it wrong. Then I'm never going to quit. Never going to quit, never going to quit. So bishop takes knight at f5. 22.90. All right, that was pretty easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hooray. Thanks for all your donations and watching the stream and enjoying the stream and so forth. See you guys tomorrow. I'll be playing Sub Saturday. Get your subs in order. Bye, everybody.